Hello, everybody. We are so excited that you are tuning in with us today. My name is Breanna.
And my name is Abby. And I am so happy that you guys are tuned in with us. Whether you are watching online or you're at one of our 3 campuses or at our Stanley location, we are on week 4 of our Over It sermon series.
That's right.
I'm so excited for it.
Me too. We have heard from each pastor in these 3 weeks of this series. If you've missed one of the weeks, you can go on our website, thepursuit.church, and check it out. But today we are going to hear from Pastor Tom as he speaks all about comfort and how it's easy for us to get comfortable, but how we also need to just be obedient and abide in what God is telling us to go and do.
Yeah, I love that. And I loved just all the different perspectives from each of our pastors and what that looked like being over it. So that's kind of been our phrase throughout the staff is like, over it.
I know. It's fun when we have a sermon series that is catchy like that, and that is totally
just
what we
over
do.
it.
Over anything. Just like, I'm over it.
If you guys do not have the YouVersion Bible app, make sure you go and download it on your smartphone because you can follow along with our digital bulletin. It has all of our upcoming events. We put sermon notes on there, and it is just an awesome tool to have scripture in your back pocket at all times, and also just to stay in the know on all things pursuit.
Yes, for sure. And if, right now it'd be a great time if you're watching online to just share today's sermon, just so you can get that to someone on your heart, someone that, follows your page, anything, just to get the word out to more people.
Yeah, I love that. Also on the digital bulletin, we have a link that you can click that is your profile that is in our system. And that is just an awesome way for us to stay up to date with you on Everything. Really.
Yeah, no, that would help so much if you guys just check that out and update your information so that we can make sure that everything is up to date and we're getting it to the right person.
Yeah, it's too bad it's not like MySpace, like we can't add our own music on it and like our own tunes.
That's right.
Update your profiles, everybody.
It's fun.
Yeah. Hey, but with that being said, on our digital bulletin, we have some major events that are coming up for teen girls and for women, and they are going to be awesome. You're not going to want to miss out.
So February 19th and 20th, this is the first year that we are hosting it's called Therefore, and the theme is Abide, and it's going to be a 2-day thing just for teen girls in grades 9 through 12. And that is going to be 2 days of a lot of fun.
Yeah. So Friday night will be a worship night, preparing the girls for Saturday. There are going to be phenomenal speakers. If you have attended IF Gathering before, which is something we'll talk about here in a minute, but if you guys have, or if you're familiar with IF Gathering, some of these big speakers are going to be speaking. And Sadie Robinson Huff, of Duck Dynasty people, which, she's just came in as a trailblazer, and she has amazing. A name for herself. Jenny Allen and much more. And they are just going to be pouring into these teen girls with really relevant topics. And like you said, abide is the theme, and how can these girls abide in God and learn to lean into Him and what that looks like.
If I could have had something like this when I was in 9th through 12th grade, man, I'd be running. So if you have anyone that you know who is 9th through 12th grade, you can sign them up on the Pursuit.Church to go to this event that is on February 19th and 20th. So just around the corner.
Yeah, and have them invite friends. They don't have to necessarily be attending Momentum or the Pursuit Church for that matter. We are extending it to the whole community, and we are looking forward to seeing how God moves through these girls over that weekend.
Yeah,
so that's really exciting.
And it's the 3rd year that we've been hosting IF Gathering.
Yes, I am such a huge fan of IF Gathering. This year it will be March 5th and 6th. And the theme this year is called Even If. So when If Gathering came up with their name, If Gathering, I know that they have a lot of questions on what that means, but the theme revolving around it is, if God is real, then what are we going to do about it, and how will we act, and how can we be disciples, and how does that shift who we are? So this year, even if we went through the things that we went through this past year, what does that mean for us in this new normal, new world? And it's going to be good.
Oh, yeah. And again, if that's something that you would love to attend, we'd love to have you here. Go to the pursuit.church page. You can register there. And gosh, March 5th and 6th.
Yeah, you're not going to want to miss it. Every year we have so much fun. We have food. We have
photo. That'll get me there. Okay.
Well, you're going to be doing the food with me. Joke's
I am there.
But yeah, we'll have food.
It'll be good food then.
We make friends on this weekend. Even if you're alone, you need to come, because we make it our goal to get to know each other. And
gosh, and you know, what a great year to do that for yourself, really. I mean, this last year, for everybody, there's been some degree of, things surfacing up, loneliness, anything, a lot of things that we've gone through this last year. So to be able to come and be filled up for 2 days at a conference like this, I mean, run.
Yeah. Run and come.
That's right.
Don't run away.
I mean,
run
we can pick you up if you have to literally run, but.
That's right. But honestly, you leave with so much, and it is transforming. God is just works so big.
That's what is so beautiful too. Yeah, is all these speakers, just God, you can see is just moving in and through them, and to be the recipient of all of that. God's going to do a work in your heart through it too.
Yep. And if you are wanting to serve at either one of these events, please email hello@thepursuit.church, because we are building teams to participate with this, and we could use all the helping hands. So this is awesome way to get plugged in if you've never served before, and just to see what that's like too. So, or if you're currently serving, we want your help too.
Yeah.
It's just
anybody.
fun. Yeah. The whole thing. All of it. So I cannot wait for that. Another thing that we have been talking about here at The Pursuit are groups. Joining in community, that's a big part of our discipleship model.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we aren't meant to do life alone. And so community is so important. And our community groups, gosh, they really just bring all believers in that group together to encourage, to support, to be there for one another. It really is life-changing to get into a group. And we do have 3 new groups.
That's cool.
Yeah, that have...
That's so cool.
Yes, that is cool. That you can go to thepursuit.church and find Join Group. And you can check out all the groups that there are. They'll tell you the time and the day of each one, so you can see what fits your schedule the best.
Yeah. And it's super easy to go on there, and you can put a filter if you're single, married, men's group, couples group, women's group, whatever you're looking for. It's all laid out on there, and this is a really cool way. That's why I said it's cool.
It is cool. I was with you. I'm like, yes.
This is a good way to just get into community. And I know that it can be intimidating to step into something like that, especially if that's not something you are familiar with, as being in a community group or Bible study. But I think, like you said, it is so important to have a community of friends that are believers that can spur you on.
That is very true. And sometimes when we need it the most, maybe we are feeling that lonely, or we're having that season of loneliness, to just break free of the fear that, is really just encompassing all of, like, oh, I can't do it. I can't. I'm thinking of all the excuses. Instead, just like blaze through with God by your side.
Yeah. It makes all the difference.
Yeah,
that's for
it does.
Sure. If you are brand new and this is your first time, whether you're in one of our Outpost locations or watching online, you can text the word connect to the phone number on the screen. And if you are in person, please swing by our connect table because we want to get to know you. We want to welcome you in. We have a gift for you. And yeah, just to be able to plug you in and make you feel at home with our church family.
Yeah, for sure. It can be really intimidating the first time to walk through
Definitely.
a church,
Yep.
or into the church. And so we just want to make that as easy as possible and to know that we're so excited that you're here.
Well, are you ready to get uncomfortable?
Yes.
Is it comfort or uncomfortable? I think it's going to make us feel
That's maybe what people do when
uncomfortable in a good way.
I think so too.
With that being said, I cannot wait to hear what Pastor Tom has to say in our 4th week of Over It. See
Bye,
you guys.
everyone.